Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to discuss about how to make a realistic looking apple on your drawing sheet. Well, you might all be thinking why all of a sudden after discussing the contour plots concept why I am discussing to how to make a apple on your sheet. Well, this is connected to the topic how this example is given here to give you a feel how computer estimates the how to make the 3D looking digital image on a 2D sheet, which is very much similar to how you drawing how an artist makes the 3D looking object in the real world into a 2D sheet image. So let us carry on. So let us carry on with the video. So I'm explaining this concept by learning from the video by so I'm showing you all telling how to draw an apple with cross contour lines from the channel Joe and Vogel. So I will be pinning this video in the description box. You can access it, and I will suggest you all to try to make one of your own apples to understand this concept more better. So first we are supposed to make an estimated round shape of the apple of the specimen you are taking on here. This apple is taken as a specimen, so she has drawn a circle, and you can see there are a lot of concentric circles made horizontally on this whole apple. So basically, what we are doing is we are following the shape of the apple and making the basic circle, the basic shape on this apple, which makes this apple structure, is by stacking a lot of concentric circles with different radiuses to give a 3D shape of a bulged round sphere. But apples, but the radius is changing because the apple is fat from the width from as we go down and see the shape of this apple. Not exactly wholly with the same radius as it happens with a perfect sphere. So by connect by connecting with this by connecting with the previous topics which we discussed in the last video of contour lines and contour plots. If you have not watched the video about the basics of what contour plots is and how to make contour plots of by looking at any 3D graph, then I would like you all to please look at that video first and then carry on with this video. So, hmm, So suppose in this 2D, our drawing sheet, we imagine that this horizontal line is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, and the height is shown by the z-axis. So by connecting the previous topics, we can imagine that this apple is cut by numerous planes with some z constant height. Say suppose this is z equal to 1, and this one is z equal to 2, and this one is z equal to 3, this one is z equal to 3, and this one is z equal to 3, this one is z equal to 4, and this one is z equal to 5. This one is z equal to 5, and this one is z equal to 6. So what we have done is that we made a lot of planes with same z value, and in between, according to the shape of this apple, the circular, you can understand that this plane chops this apple in a circular fashion, and this circle is, we have actually not drawn the whole plane in this drawing and only drawn the places where, let me change the color of these lines, that this circular thing is actually how the plane cuts the whole apple at different heights. And this was what we were plotting on the contour plot on a two-dimensional sheet to know, to make it visible, to make a 3D looking graph in 2D sheet, right? That wherever the surface was cutting, we were drawing on the plain sheet of paper. And this is the contour plot of this apple. But here what I want to do is that inside the computer, the software also, or basically I can give a better example by for digital camera. The digital camera takes up this apple's photo and make and to produce, in order to produce this 3D looking, uh, this 3D look in the 2D sheet, or I can say photograph, we need to locate the shape. What's the shape of this apple using using I'm explaining by contour plots and using the sorting algorithm, that I've thought inside the software that the XYZ, how the XYZ looks on the two-dimensional sheet, and how every plane on the x-axis according to height, and by using the sorting algorithm I am plotting every point. Say suppose here this inside on the surface of this as well is the x, y, z. Different values are there. Different points have all the three or have all the information of the three-dimensional, on the three-dimensional axis have different x, y, and z values. So I'm fixing the z values of all the points and placing them on the certain height. So first, by using the sorting algorithm, I am sorting all the data points according to different z values, only according to different z values. Say suppose I have got the I have arranged all the information of all the points on this apple surface and arranged them according to the increasing order of z value. So z equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 up to here in this example. And we will arrange all these points and then the camera will try to plot all these points according to different z values. So we will get the rough idea of the shape of this apple. For example, let's suppose there are point information 1 comma 6 comma 4, 1 comma 3 comma 2, 1 comma 0 comma 0, many points like that. Well, this is not on the surface of the screen, but for example, let's suppose here 1 is this. So all these points are plotted on the digital paper to give a basic understanding of, to get a basic understanding of what's the 3D shape of this apple. But only by using the plot of only one axis, by fixing only the z axis, the whole 3D shape is not cannot be estimated very that accurately. Can be estimated, but may have some issues with the accuracy of the shape. So what we are going to do is we are going to use the and we are going to fix the value of another axis, not only just the x-axis, not only using the z-axis. I'm going to fix the value of another axis to get a more accurate result of what could be the shape of this. So what could be the 3D shape of this, of the object I'm trying to make. For example, here I'm using the apple as an example. So now you can imagine these planes as by you can imagine this as the plane of a knife you are using, where which is more common to us. Like you can think of it like I am cutting the and slice making different slices of apple by cutting in one direction. So suppose now to make more accurate result, I'm trying to chop this apple in the x direction. So like this, I'm chopping this apple from the above. Yeah. So I'm trying to make different planes by having different the x value constant. So suppose x equal to 1, I mean, then another plane to pass through to make x equal to 2, 3, and so on. Like this. Let us move to the next slide where only the contour lines are there on this drawing. Hmm. So yeah, we move to the next slide. Yes, here she has shown the by taking the x-axis common, by taking the by taking the x-axis common, she has drawn different cuts of x-axis and it has found made different planes which slices the whole shape, and this is the line, this is the shape how x axis plane cuts. It's not basically only by concentrating, by only taking x value constant. This one, this plane which we are able to see on the surface, this one which makes a cut in this shape on the 3D object, could be, say suppose along a line, say suppose could be along the lines x for x equal to y. So like that I have made a lot of planes, we have made according to some fixed line equation, or along the pure x direction or along pure y direction, according to the shape what we are taking off, to give a better, to give a estimate of how the shape looks in the 3D, how this 3D shape looks in the real world. So different points, all the points on the surface of this shape are have the all the coordinates of x, y, z. These coordinates are saved. These information are estimated by the camera and they are plotted accordingly according to the constraint, or say suppose the constraint is all having on the plane x equal to y. So all of the points are arranged and by the software to give an estimate of how this 3D object looks on the 2D plane. Estimated value, and this is what we get print out of a photograph, of a digital photograph. And by using, by with the help by how this, how these points are arranged according to this constraint, and that this point is arranged in the 3D on the 2D plane, which almost looks similar to the real object in the 3D world axis, by using the sorting algorithm. All the points are sorted according to different value of the constraint which we are fixing on the plane, and the 3D object's shape is estimated and is brought out by printing out the digital photo. So that's all from today from my side. Thank you all for watching this video till the end. I will recommend you all to practice, to practice to how to draw 3D objects by using example of simple objects. For example, I've used apple here. You can also practice with different simple objects which you can see in your real life and can relate it by using cross contour lines drawing method. It's more easier to understand the concept by drawing with your own hands compared to just only listening may not help you understand the whole concept very completely. So thank you all from my side for, okay, if you like this video please hit the like button. If you love this our channel and want to see more videos with more contents, then please hit on the subscribe button. Okay, bye. Have a nice day.